more paragraphs. Okay, that is completely fine. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Those of you especially who joined us very recently, or if you have any questions related to yesterday's talk, anything that was new, anything that was different. If you remember yesterday, the gentleman also showed you how to take notes. So he had recommended folding your paper in half, which is what I have also been trying to tell you, that take notes. Sound is full at my end. Mr. Khanal, please try to increase the sound at your end because it's full at Mr. Narayan Khanal. Please try to increase the sound at your end. I think it's full at my end, and that should work. Is it better now? Because I've not used this headphone before, so I don't know where the microphone is, but I hope you can hear me. Okay. Okay, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to quickly share a couple of other exercises that we were doing last time, okay, which we did not complete. So we did the listening exercise from the, that I have shared last time. What I wanted to also share was I had a couple of other exercises in that as well. So I'm just going to open that. The sound is not clear. Yeah, because I forgot my earphones. So I'm using another one, but hopefully you can see the screen and there will not be a problem. We'll try to adjust for today, but I will have my earphone back from tomorrow, so it should not be a problem. I just forgot my earphone today, unfortunately. Okay, so if you remember, this is the exercise we were doing last time. Okay, we did this. We completed the listening test as well. Okay, and then if you can now do complete. Okay, we did the listening test, okay, and now can you quickly complete these two, okay? These are again still useful exercises for synonyms or to write in, to understand the information and then write. Even when you're writing, it's okay to use slightly different words as long as you understand the information, okay? That is more important. So always remember to do that, okay? Okay, can you complete these exercises? These 6 sentences very quickly. Police have launched. So try to understand what kind of information will you use the word launch. Okay, what can you launch? Can you launch an arrest? No. Can you launch suspects? No. So what can you launch in English? You can only launch an. Question number 1, what answer would you write? What can you launch? An investigation, correct, okay? So in English, you would always launch an investigation, okay? So launch means to start, okay? Just like when a spaceship launches, okay? So that's the beginning of something, okay? So police have launched an investigation. 1B, the police are studying something of the area. What are they studying? CCTV footage, correct? Because you have to study the CCTV footage, okay? Then C, they hope to identify. Who do you want to identify? When you're conducting an investigation, 1C, who do you want to identify? 1C, witnesses. No, generally witnesses are you cannot identify witness. You can, but in this case, they hope to identify suspects, culprits. They hope to identify the culprits, not okay. They hope to identify. They hope to identify the culprits and have appealed for more witnesses. Okay, for 1C, they hope to identify the culprits and have appealed for more witnesses to contact them. Generally, witnesses are not someone you can identify because witnesses have to come forward on their own. Why not suspects? The police are interviewing because suspects. Because if you look at the other options, we have 3 more sentences, right? It's okay, you can write suspects here, but because we have another sentence where suspects is more suitable, we are not writing culprits here, but you can write suspects, that's fine. Your actually suspect will be after someone has identified them, then you can call them a suspect. Okay. Because somebody told you that, oh, I suspect them. Okay. Number 2D, they were patrolling and they were patrolling the area. Your patrolling means to walk around and observe and inspect. Okay. So you're patrolling the area and became suspicious. 2E, the police are interviewing two suspects. Okay. Difference between suspect and culprit. Generally, I don't think there is a major difference, but generally a suspect is because somebody told you that they suspect something. बने को अब मैंने witness मैंने बने ओ मैंने इसको मान से ले देखे बने को I am telling you that he is the suspect because I have confirmed that I saw him. That is why he is a suspect. If you don't know, if you don't have any evidence, any witness story, then you are searching for culprit. Okay, but if I tell you, I think I saw this man, then that man becomes the suspect. I hope that helps. Okay. If you have no witnesses, no evidence whatsoever, then you have no suspects. Then you only have culprits. But once you have some witnesses, some description, something, then you can say suspect because of suspicion. Okay. Okay. 2E, the police are interviewing two suspects. 2F, they have also searched. They have also searched a house nearby and made another arrest. Actually, after another, there should be another dash here. Okay. So the correct answer for this will be they have also searched a house nearby and made another arrest. There should be another dash here. Sorry, that is a typing error. Okay. So I hope that is clear. Okay. So they have also searched a house nearby and made another. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go to the next exercise. Can you do again? These are similar exercises. Okay. If you can also do this one. Slightly different sentences. Okay, can you complete these 8 sentences? First one. Again, the same thing, okay? Just another exercise to make sure you understand it correctly. As soon as a neighbor reported the murder, the police launched an investigation, okay? Because you launched an investigation. Number 2, the police, what did they do? What is the action that they did? They searched the house. Okay, number 2, they searched the house for clues. Some of you are sending me answers, which is great. Okay. Number 3, suspect. 2 detectives have arrested a suspect, a man who has committed many crimes before. Number 4, the police can't make an arrest until they have more evidence. Okay, some of you are sending me answers, which is great, and I'm reading them. Okay, don't worry. Number 5, the police chief was on the news appealing for witnesses because a witness has to come forward voluntarily. So you cannot force somebody to become the witness. A witness has to come and tell you that, yes, I saw this, therefore they become a witness. Okay. Number 6, there are cameras in the area, so the police have CCTV footage to study. You can use study, you can say examine, you can say saw. Okay, study or examine, both are correct. Okay. Number 7, a witness came forward and identified the culprit from a photograph. Okay, because you suspect someone, you arrested all these people, and then the witness has identified, yes, this guy is the culprit. Culprit is someone who has definitely the verb has definitely committed the crime. That is the culprit. Okay. Suspect is when you don't know, right? Suspect is when you're not sure yet if this person has committed the crime. Culprit, you have confirmation. Okay, and number 8, several guards patrol the area around the palace day and night to check that everything is secure. Okay, so they patrol. So these are some good words that are useful: patrol, search, investigate, examine. If somebody is asking something, then you will say demanded. Okay, the police If the police is saying, the police asked the suspect, where is the money? Then you can say the police in passive tense, you can in passive voice, you can write the police demanded to know where the money was, for example. Okay. Most of you on the Zoom call have said you don't want to practice grammar anymore. So I'm not going to do that. However, if you remember the website I had shared, I'm going to type that in the chat again for those of you who missed it, for example, which is www.agendaweb.org. Okay, if you go to this website, according to based on your level of grammar, please select the correct level and do some practice for narrative tenses, reported speech, past tense, past perfect tense. Okay, those of you who think like your sentence structure is not that is what you struggle with, then you have to practice word order question. Okay, word order in questions and sentences. So if you just go to Google and type word order in questions and sentences, English practice, okay, you will find a whole bunch of links. Word order means you should know what comes first, subject, noun, verb, okay, something like that. And you will find enough exercises that will help you. Okay. Somebody was on WhatsApp, on the Zoom call, on chat, was asking if we could check papers. Unfortunately, we haven't. We are not been able to check papers for online students here. But for the next course, we are trying to see if we can create a separate small group of 15-20 students where we will only check papers as well, in addition to the Zoom call and online classes. So we are trying to do that because we have had further CLA, you can check the UNPM blogspot, but I'll share that with you later because we are using a lot of them in class already. We are also trying to use our own test. Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any basic questions about report writing, anything at all, or can I start today's test? Any questions? I'm giving you all 1 or 2 minutes. What I'm going to do today is I will do the reading first for 20 minutes. Then for 5 minutes, Mr. Neeraj, yes, I really apologize. Sound is not good as before, but because I have to use a different set of headphones today. Hopefully from tomorrow, sorry, not hopefully, definitely I'll go back to my other earphones tomorrow. So don't worry, just do that test for today. Okay. Yeah, what I was saying was today what we will do is after the reading, okay, after the reading is completed, I'm going to quickly take 5 minutes and I'm going to tell you to see if your notes are covering the story, okay. But the most important thing, you're writing a report. A report is the same as telling a story, okay. That's why we say narrative tense. Narrative tense is what you use. Oh, like this. Is this better? DPS. The DPS, is this better? The sound is better now? Then I can hold it like this. Okay, great. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. So what I was saying was today we'll first do the reading, okay? And after 20 minutes, before I start the listening, I will pause for 5 minutes and I will quickly tell you, what the story is from the reading, okay? And you have to make sure that your notes have all these points. Remember that after the reading test, you will not have the questions comprehension with you. That will be taken away. So if the comprehension is taken away, your notes should be complete. Your notes should still tell you the story. Okay, so that's why understanding the story is important. Okay, if you don't understand the story, then writing the report will be difficult. Remember that you have to summarize information, but all key information has to be there: name, date, location, etc. But also understand the story, understand the chronology of events, what happened first, what happened next, what happened after that, and finally what happened. Okay, what is the conclusion of the story? Okay. Okay, so I hope everybody is ready. I'm going to first share I'm going to share a link to, sorry, I'm going to share my screen for the timer, which I'm not going to start, but I am going to reset my timer and have that ready. And I'm going to first paste, I'm going to paste the today's test on Zoom chat. Okay, so everyone please download the chat from there. I'm going to attach the chat today's question on Zoom chat. Okay, so please download. I'm giving you all a minute. Please quickly download today's test. I've sent it. I will also just be back and make sure the office has sent it on WhatsApp and Telegram as well. Just give me a minute. WhatsApp and Telegram. Okay, has everybody downloaded the question? I have already sent it on chat. Yes. Did everybody get the file that I've sent on Zoom chat? Okay, so now I'm going to start the timer for reading. Okay, I'm going to share screen and start the timer. So hopefully you have downloaded. The questions will also be sent on WhatsApp as well as Telegram. I'm starting the timer. Please start the reading. And after that, I will quickly explain to you how you should take notes so you understand what the story is, which will help you write the report. Okay? Okay, please start the test, 20 minutes. Hello all, 5 minutes left. Okay. One minute left, but I'm sure you are all watching the time on the screen. Hello. Yeah, so I've stopped sharing. I hope you have completed the reading test. Now, I'm just going to quickly, before I play the listening, okay, I'm going to quickly discuss what notes you should have taken from the reading. Remember that you don't have to write everything in detail, okay? You have to only write down the important points. When you're taking notes, please don't copy full sentences because you're wasting time, okay? And it's going to take you much longer than to understand the story because you're focusing all your energy on copying the story and not understanding the story. A report is basically a story. Okay, so in this, if you look at the situation report, what happened? So try to think about what happened. First, what information did the police receive? Where did they go? They received the information that a brawl happened. A brawl means a fight. Okay, and then they went to the location. Now, what was the location? Was it the station? Was it the train? You should have understood that information. Okay. Then, how many people did they detain? Then, did they handcuff anybody? Did they arrest anybody? Then they asked somebody to identify the people who were fighting. So, who was that person? That is one of your questions. Okay. Then, after that, there's one particular person. The case focuses on one particular person who had not been arrested, okay, and who was that person, and then what did they do, what instructions did the police give, what did that person do. Then the police said we are going to taser, but instead of using a taser, he used a gun. Okay, so that is in your first part of the report. So this information, now whatever information I gave you, probably is 4 or 5 sentences, not the whole page. Okay, so you don't need to write the whole page. Then in the follow-up report, one, you have information about what happened to the victim or the person who was shot. Okay, where did they take him to the hospital, what kind of injury was discovered, did he survive, what did he say at the hospital, and what did the family say at the hospital. Okay, and what did the autopsy show. Then in the next follow-up report, you have information about how many people saw what happened because of it was captured on media. Okay, and then when did the protest began? What did people do in the protest? They vandalized or damaged some public property. How much? What was the damage? Cost of the damage. Okay, and were people arrested after the riots or the protest? Then the next follow-up report is talking about what did the Unpoll police commissioner say. Okay, in the last question, which is what did the police commissioner, what action did the police commissioner, wow, what is it? I'm just going to repeat the question, okay? Question number 10. What act was vowed by the UN Unpoll commissioner? What is the meaning of VOWED? Because I think in the physical class today, I checked all the answers and more than 50% of them got the answer wrong. But what is the meaning of VOW, wow, to wow something? Can anybody type? Can someone type the meaning of VOW? Correct. To promise something. Okay. Not view, to promise, not implement. No. To promise something. So what did the Unpoll police commissioner promise? Not implemented, not view, promise. To make a vow, like wedding vows, right? To make a vow is to promise something. So what did he promise? Okay. So in follow-up report 3, that's the information. What did the Unpoll commissioner say he would do? Okay. Not what happened. What did he say he's going to do? Okay, not what he said about what had already happened. So he's going to say that they're going to take appropriate action or criminal proceeding. Okay, so this is the story that you should get from the reading comprehension. These are all the notes you will take. This should not be copying the entire reading passage. Okay, now I'm going to play the audio, so please take notes if you've understood the story. Now take extra notes from narrative or dialogue. Think about what additional details do you get from the narrative and dialogue. Okay, I was told that today's audio was not very clear, but hopefully it will be clear on the Zoom, because in the class when we played, there was a bit of an echo, but I hope it will be fine on the laptop. Okay, so I'm just going to share screen now and play the audio. Okay, okay, please get ready to take notes of the audio. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play the audio now. The audio will start, the dialogue starts immediately. So please start taking notes.
Following the death of Oscar Grant, community members and activists decried the shooting incident as yet another case of police brutality. There was broad public perception that LNP and the Attorney's Office were not conducting an effective investigation. Protests against SPU LNP continued every day with scattered events of stoning, vandalism and arson, and at times blocking motor vehicle traffic at the intersection of 14th and Broadway. Some of the protesters lay face down at the intersection in a symbolic act of solidarity with Grant, who was killed in the same position. Others shouted at the police and chanted in unison. Some carried signs that read, "Your idea of justice," and "Jail killer cops," and lit candles in memory of Grant. In an interview with Unpol, Joseph Alba said that Grant had a criminal background and had served 2 state prison terms for various felonies, including a conviction for drug dealing. In 2007, Bushrode Island police stunned him with a taser to subdue him after a traffic stop, during which Grant threw his loaded pistol into the air and ran. He was sentenced to 16 months in state prison, and at the time of the shooting, he was still on parole. Unpol officer Josephine Zico saw video evidence that showed Grant did not raise his hands above his head when instructed to surrender. It was also clear from the video that Grant appeared to be trying to snatch Alba's weapon from his hip, where he often kept it. While there have been previous cases where police officers have confused guns with tasers, modern tasers weigh half as much as handguns. It was arguable that the position of Alba's taser in relation to his duty weapon, combined with the different feel and colour of the 2 weapons, makes it highly unlikely he would have mistaken one for the other. Unpol officer Josephine Zico also interviewed several people to investigate the incident. Grant's family alleged in their civil claim against Joseph that he threw Grant against a wall and kneed him in the face. However, the subsequent autopsy showed that Grant's body had no injuries other than that from the bullet wound. Alba said that Grant resisted the arrest and provoked him by trying to knee him in the groin and by hitting Officer Peroni's arm when he attempted to handcuff one of Grant's friends. The Unpol investigation concluded, confirming that Joseph, 31, committed a crime inherently by shooting Grant. The actions indicated recklessness on Alba's part. On the 10th of January 2009, Monrovia County prosecutors charged Joseph Alba with murder for the shooting. Alba resigned and pleaded not guilty. The trial began on the 10th of February 2010. Michael Rains, Joseph Alba's criminal defense attorney, argued that Alba mistakenly shot Grant with his pistol, intending to use his taser when he saw Grant reaching for his waist, seemingly to take out his sidearm. Pre-trial filings argued that his client did not commit first-degree murder and asked the judge to instruct the jury to limit its deliberations to either second-degree murder or acquittal. State your name and date of birth for our reference.
My name is Joseph Alba. I was born in 1982 and I am 31 years old now.
How long have you been with SPU LNP service?
I joined Liberian National Police in 2006. I was inducted from the Special Police Unit with the LNP, and it's been more than 3 years now since I joined.
Do you know the reason why you're here?
Yes, I know. I've been detained for the reckless killing of Mr. Oscar Grant, whom I had confrontation with on a fateful morning of 1st January 2009.
Could you explain what happened?
Well, on 1st January 2009, my station was informed of fighting on an incoming train from the Painesville, Elva Low station. The people were drunk and stoned. Apparently, they were coming to the train station from Painesville after celebrating New Year's Eve. Myself and my supervisor, Tony Peroni, rushed to the scene where up to 12 people were involved in the fight. Peroni lined up Oscar Grant and 2 other men against the wall and confirmed with the train operator that the men detained were involved in the fight. When I was about to arrest Oscar Grant, He resisted and refused to be handcuffed.
Then what happened?
I warned him to go back, unholstered my taser and used it. But to my dismay, oh my God, I shot from a .40 caliber SIG Saucer P226 into Grant's back at 2:15 hours on 1st January 2009. Oscar Grant, 31, was fatally shot. He was immediately rushed to JFK Hospital in Monrovia, where he was pronounced dead at 4 and 5 hours in the morning.
Did he say anything to you or anybody else?
He asked his friend to take care of his 4-year-old daughter. With that wound, he knew that he was dying.
What was the wound?
The bullet had entered Grant's back, exited through his front side, and ricocheted off the concrete platform, puncturing Grant's lung.
What happened then? How did the people react to the incident?
The events were captured on multiple digital video and cell phone cameras. The footage was disseminated to media outlets and to various websites, where it was watched millions of times, and the subsequent days saw both peaceful and violent protests. The media highlighted the incident, and the community members and activists decried the incident. People came in the streets with placards and posters reading "Jail Killer Cop" and lit candles in Grant's memory. Some of the protesters lay face down at the intersection in a symbolic act of solidarity with Grant, who was killed in the same position.
Were the public protests peaceful?
No, the protesters became violent and caused over $200,000 in damage while breaking shops and car windows, burning cars, setting trash bins on fire, and throwing bottles at police officers. Public buildings such as the Monrovia Police Internal Affairs Office and the Paramount Theater were heavily vandalized. Damage to the theater was preliminarily estimated at $10,000 to $15,000.
Did the police take action against the violent protesters vandalizing public and private property?
Police arrested about 80 people for rioting, vandalism, assault on a police officer, and arson, and 2 of them were charged. Police recovered 2 handguns from the rioters.
What prompted you to use your gun? Were you confused?
Well, I intended to arrest Oscar Grant for public safety, as he has a criminal background. He resisted by fighting and punching me. I used the taser to calm him down, as he was not complying. During the quickly evolving situation, I was confused between my handgun and the taser that I was carrying.
Do you have anything else to say?
I have been accused of committing a crime of shooting by recklessness. I have resigned, and due to the increasing threat, seek refuge in my friend's house. I shot Grant mistakenly, without intention, and I plead not guilty to what happened.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So I hope you took down notes from the narrative and dialogue. So there is some new information in the narrative about what did the protesters do, for example, in the protest. What else, and a history about Grant as well. And in the dialogue, there is new information about Joseph Alba, right? About when he joined, what is his age, what did he say, and what did he plead. In the narrative, you also have information about what charges were filed against Alba, and what was the judgment, for example, and what did his attorney say, and what did he plead. So these are the new pieces of information that you get from the reading, from the narrative and the dialogue. So hope that helps when you're writing the information. Please report. Please remember to summarize information. Summarize means राइटिङ संक्षेपमा लेख्ने हो के सबै डिटेल तपाईले रिडिङको त्यस्तै कपी गर्नुभयो भने तपाईको रिपोर्ट 4 पेजेस हुन्छ त्यति नै हुनुपर्ने हो ओके सो यु जस्ट नीड द मेन डिटेल्स यु हैव टु राइट हु व्हाट व्हेन वेयर व्हाई हाउ you have to write name, place, location, detail, what action was taken, what happened. So just tell the story in brief. When imagine like when you watch a movie and when you go home and your friend asks you, oh, what movie did you watch? Do you sit for 3 hours and tell them the story? No. So this is very similar. So you're not going to You don't have to say every single word that happens in the story. However, you have to say the story without missing important details that are necessary for a crime report. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you all a minute or two. If anybody has any questions, please ask me. If not, I'm going to end the call now and we'll continue tomorrow. I hope you all. I'm going to actually quickly on the chat. CUV, can you? You're new to the online class. I will have to check. I will ask the office to send it on the WhatsApp group, because I have saved them all on different dates, so it will take me some time to collect them together. But I have seen you in the online class before. So I'm not sure you're new to the online class. I've seen you online before. Okay, everybody, I'm also going to send today's audio file if you want to download on the chat, and I'm also going to send the sample report from the day before. So I hope that helps as well. Okay, so just give me a minute. First, I'll send the sample report for Friday's test. Okay. Yesterday's test, I do not have a sample report yet, but I hope you all did it. But I will come up with the sample report in some time. Right now, please download the sample report for the test from Friday. Office is not sending complete notes of grammar. That is not true. They should have sent it. It's possible that if you join the WhatsApp group late, it's possible that you miss something. That's possible. But there should be all the notes. Okay, I will, if you want to wait for 2 minutes, I can send. Question was quite hard today. Yes, a couple of the questions were. But again, remember, these are not tests. These are tests that are available in public or available in the market. These are not tests that are designed by us. Doesn't mean that the tests we design are easier or something, but the questions are a bit combining too much information as well. The questions are not designed in a way that the answers can be very short. Okay. I hope everyone has downloaded. Mr. KK is asking if I can check your report. No, I cannot. We can't check your reports in the Zoom class, unfortunately, because we have 80 students and we do not have the capacity to check 80 answers. But what we are planning to do, if we can, for the next, for the SAT UN exams, we are going to try and see if we can create a separate group where we'll only check reports. We are going to try and do that, but right now it's not possible. So I hope you are analyzing your own reports against the sample that I send you. The most important thing is, it doesn't matter if you write more words. The most important thing is to see if you have included all the points: date, time, location, place, and you're telling the story in the correct order. You cannot tell a story in an incorrect order. Okay, so that is not okay. Okay, so that can be a challenge. Okay, so you have to make sure. I'm also sending everyone the practice for writing, which we did, the vocabulary, okay, and listening files, which we did yesterday and today, some of it. No, CUV is asking, can you possible to give you the report personally by coming in the academy? No, we are not checking reports for anybody who is part of our online course. So that is not an option, unfortunately, because we have not committed to checking reports for online class, nor do we have the bandwidth right now. KK is asking, bring new CLA. You mean new for today because it was too hard? I'm not sure. I'm confused. You mean generally? We have already done 2 CLAs which we have designed or modified, and we are going to do one more new one later this week. I'm not sure I fully understand your comment about bring new CLA. We are going to use the material that's available in public and the market, as well as design our own tests for the next course. Before the SAT, we will have some more new tests that are designed by us as well. Okay, others, you can leave the chat. I'm just on the call. If you don't want to be part of the, I'm just answering doubts on the questions that people are asking me on the chat. That's it. Please send today's audio. Okay, I'll also send today's audio here. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm going to quickly send on the chat today's audio as well. So please download everyone today's audio. Today is September 22nd, 2015. Okay, I've also sent the audio here. Please download. Also, the complete grammar notes file in this chat. I've sent it already. I'm not Mr. CUV. Complete grammar notes file in this chat. I'll try because I'll have to find, because I do different things every day, so I can't really say I have all the notes from beginning. So I'm going to have to search for them because we have been using them. I will try and send it right now. I don't know if I can add multiple files, but if I can, I'll just try and do that. Yeah, Mr. CUV, please check. I've sent police report writing, reported speech, prepositions. Yeah. Okay, I've sent the download file. I have sent, somebody wanted some grammar files. I've also sent you that. I do not think I have anything else that I can share. Reading comprehension. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything else in terms of grammar. Okay, I'm just taking a minute. Those of you who want to leave and leave the call, please do. I'm just quickly checking to see if I have missed any other notes that I haven't sent to people. But I think I have sent everything that I have. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to end the call today. So have a good evening. All the best with your report. Please make sure to analyze or evaluate your own report against the sample report that I sent you. Okay. Your report does not have to look exactly like my report, but what is important is it has a title, it has an introductory paragraph, it has a conclusion, and you have included all the details. Okay. Okay. Thank you all. Have a good night.